Hey my YouTubians, how's it going? So it's been 2 days since I walked the 5 kilometers without crutches, and I have retired my forearm crutches, as you know. So job done. I still have trouble with my legs, obviously. It's going to take a while to get solid with them, but I'm quite happy with what I've accomplished. And like I say, I've retired my wheelchair and my forearm crutches. I'm going to get a walking stick to take with me on my walks just in case. And obviously I still need help to get in and out of vehicles and climbing upstairs. So we're not there yet, but we're like 80% there. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about what's next, you know. Coffee, nectar of the gods. Anyway, so what's next? This is going to be a little bit long, I think, so I hope you'll stick with me and get through the whole thing. I'll try not to be too long, because you know I like to keep things no more than 15 minutes on my channel. So whenever I go over that, I feel like I went way too long. So, but so there's a few things going on right now. There is a possibility, small possibility, that I might be able to enter a contest before the end of the year. It's not till October, but I still have to see what the events are. I know a couple of the events. One is a progressive yoke, which is, I think it starts off with 450 pounds. You go 30 feet, they add 50 pounds. You go 30 feet, they add 50 pounds, you know, until you can't go no more. I don't think it's timed, I don't know. I think what it is, you can't drop the yoke between the lines. I think. I don't think it's timed, I think it's that, but I'm not 100% sure yet, because they're not 100% sure. Then there's sandbag to shoulder and natural stone lifting over the bar, natural stone or something. There's a couple other events. I don't really know what they are yet, so I gotta wait and see what they are before I can commit to it, you know. Because if I don't know what it is, I don't know what I'm training for. If I don't know what I'm training for, I'm screwed. So there you go. The other issue with it is money, making sure I can pay the entry fee, and I've got to renew my Strongman membership because it lapsed. So, and then of course I have to get there and get a hotel and come back. So there's a little bit of expenses involved. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'm okay with it. I'm still budgeting everything, but I think I should be able to do it, but we'll have to wait and see. So those are the two reasons I'm not giving you 100% yet. Number one, because they haven't listed the entire events yet, and number two, because of finances. So those are the only two things I'm waiting for. But I still got time, so before I have to make a final decision on it. But we'll see what happens. Like I say, once I know what the events are and what the weights are, then we can do more with that. So, but it's one that I got in mind. Hopefully it's gonna go well. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about was my next block. So I've made myself up my 6-week block, or my 6-week training schedule, whatever you want to call it. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty hard. I'm supposed to start today. Actually, I was supposed to start Monday, but because of, you know, being at the homestead, need a couple days to relax, so obviously I blew off Monday and Tuesday. I feel not too bad today, so I might start it today. And that's the hardest thing for me, is to get started on a block. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. Once I start, like once I get day one under my belt, I'm good to go, you know. But it's the starting, getting my ass in gear to do it. The first day is always a battle with me. It's always something I've got to really fight to get going, you know. And then if I don't start, so what happens is, I didn't start on Monday, so Monday and Tuesday, forget about it. So today's Wednesday, so if I don't start today, then I won't bother trying till Friday. So, you know, not because I want it to be a full-time thing. I don't know. In order to train and get stronger, I still gotta go for my walks every day. You know, and my Tuesdays and Thursdays aren't gonna change. They're gonna stay the same indefinitely, with my soup can boogies and my free weights, right? Like standing free weights and sitting free weights. They're not going to change. But the things that will change is, like Monday is basically deadlift day, and then with the deadlifts, my accessories are stiff leg, shrugs, and rack pulls, right? So that's my Mondays. My Wednesdays is bench press, pause bench press, dumbbell press, incline left, right, both, and incline dumbbell press outs, like from the chest. And then my Fridays are my squat days: front squat, sandbag squat, dumbbell squat, and goblin squats. So those are liable to change to different things, like not so much different things, but different. Instead of barbell, I might be using sandbag, or instead of this, I might be using that. But so that's what's going to change in 6 weeks for sure. And speaking of which, Cody over at the Stone Circle, great information on the channel. The guy is on, works out every day. I think he's on day 55,316 or something. But anyway, good guy. But he's got a lot of really good tutorials on sandbags and stone lifting and stuff like that. Like, shows you how he does it, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, you know, whatever. So I'm going to be, I watch them all the time, every cinema that they put up. The people on my list, I watch them all the time. I might not always comment, but I always watch. But anyway, I mostly comment, I think. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. But anyway, I'm going to be getting a hold of him, I think, in a couple of 3 weeks, when I get some good sandbags, and I got to go out and find 3 stones, because one of the ability, I think it's, for the sandbags, it's 150, 180, and 200 pound sandbag, and I think that's sandbag to platform or the shoulder, I'm not sure which. And then the stones, I think, are around the same weight, the natural stones, and they are stone to shoulder repetition, how many you can do, and you get like 2 or 3 stones to choose from. If you do the heaviest stone, it's better than the other 2 stones. I don't know, but I'm gonna get a hold of him, maybe get some tips and stuff, and some more information. Maybe show a couple cinemas of me trying and see what he can say for me to try to do different and stuff. So I'm going to be getting hold of Cody for that in a couple of 3 weeks, for some sandbag help and some stone lifting help. So but yeah, check this guy out. He's got some awesome stuff on his channel, and it gives out a lot of good tips and information, so very knowledgeable. So you go ahead and get a hold of Cody, tell him Danny Wolf sent you, and you know, he's a nice guy. If you got questions or need help, he's right there to help you out. So there you go. So yeah, that's my plans for right now. Going forward is really get into the heavy training, making sure to do all my cardio, because that's very important. If, like I say, you got to be able to walk in order to load shit onto a shelf, right? So I mean, walking is just an essential part right now, and so is my rowing machine and my biking, get my legs stronger. Come Saturday, I might add a leg day, just to do some extra leg stuff. But for now, I've got enough going on with my legs to worry about. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's what the future looks like for now. Do all these workouts for 6 weeks. Get a hold of Cody, get some help with sandbags and some natural stone lifting. Get a hold of Bryce, ask him some information. Oh, unknown strongman, by the way. Get a hold of Bryce and find out some information from him. He's got a few strongman tips that I could use. I need to get a hold of him. He's a good lad. That's my boy. But anyway, I gotta get a hold of him. He's got a competition coming up. My next cinema, I'll tell you when it is. It's not that far from now. And if I remember right, I might actually be able to get to that one. So we're going to see. If I can, I'm going to go cheer him on. And see if the promoters will let me test out some of the equipment just for fun. Yeah, have a vacation out of the deal, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. Who wants to vacation to go work out somewhere? Nobody. Nobody. I do, but nobody else. Anyway, yeah, so that's about it. I got those things to do. Have a very good plan in place. I'm setting up things with my chiropractor and my nutritionist, getting that stuff squared away. And I've also got a few things. I got like 9 or 10 doctor's appointments I have to go to and do some testing and get some new meds and stuff. But everything's fine. Everything's good, but I just want to, you know, I have to go every 6 weeks to make sure all the levels and everything are good for my medicine, that there's enough in my system to do the job, but not to hinder, right? And all that kind of stuff. So, and then I got my major appointments on, I think it's the 13th. It's a Saturday. For full medical and blood run and testing, and to check out my do my EGs for my epilepsy and my diabetes and my Crohn's, my lupus. There's another test I have to go for. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, so other than that, I'm good. I'm good to go. So like I said, got my training block set up, gonna start doing that, and then I gotta get a hold of the Stone Circle of Cody. I need to get a hold of Bryce, talk to him about a couple of things. Yeah, get through my doctor's appointments and start training for this comp that I want to go to in October. But like I say, there's a few things I gotta work out before I commit, but the moment I know, I'm gonna let you know the time and everything else, you know. But I just want to make sure everything's in order, you know. I don't want to say something that I'm not 100% sure, you know. Like, you know me, if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. So I don't want to say, well, I'm gonna go to this comp when I'm not 100% sure I can. All right, so once I'm 100% sure, I will let you know and show you that I'm committed to making it and everything else. But there's too many details up in the air for me to make that statement, okay? But I'm 80% sure I'm going to do that one. So that's the best I can offer you at this time. But it is in the works. I am waiting to hear back from the people holding the event. So as soon as I know, you'll know. All right, so that's it for that. And hey, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.